안녕하세요. Makgeolli 있습니다. My bad, wrong channel. Hi there. Bar is open, so let's review the Kook Makgeolli. Hey there, SG Alcohol Guy here, giving you honest reviews on the alcohols that I am tasting. And as mentioned, today we'll be reviewing the Kook Makgeolli. And unlike the Makgeolli which I reviewed earlier, this is the original flavor Makgeolli, which is just rice. And for those of you unfamiliar with what Makgeolli is, it's actually a very traditional Korean alcohol. It even predates soju. Now, both are made from rice. The difference is that Makgeolli is a fermented rice wine, whereas soju tends to be more of a distilled rice wine, fermented and distilled rice wine. So the production methods are completely different, resulting in extremely different alcohols. Whereas soju is a clear spirit, a clear liquid spirit, this will appear as a cloudy, milky colored alcohol. And Makgeolli prices in Singapore, where I'm based, is pretty expensive, whereas this is probably the most affordable of the bunch. This is retailing at around 9 Singapore dollars per bottle. For that, you will get a 750 ml bottle with 4.5% alcohol content. And if you're looking at the bottle now, putting it up against the lights so that you can see a little bit clearer, it's very clear here, but it has a lot of sediments below. So one of the ways to drink Makgeolli is to first shake the bottle so that you get a consistent taste all around. However, what I'll be doing is showing you the difference between the first pour unshaken versus shaking it. And I did try that with the traditional Makgeolli drinking cups or bowls, if you will, but for this video, I will show you using clear glasses. And without shaking anything at all, what I'll do is I'll pour a little bit here, and you can see it's an extremely clear liquid. However, if I were to just shake it up a little bit. Now, don't go wild with the shaking. They tend to have some sparkling effervescence in there, so if you go wild, it might just erupt, right? So, just a mild shake to ensure that it's consistent from the top and the bottom, and you can hear the gas escaping, and pour. So immediately you can see a very clear difference between the two. And well, I don't have to raise the glasses to show you the comparisons, but an interesting thing is if you look at this, you can actually see the effervescence, you can see the bubbles in the cup. Whereas this one, well, it's pretty much just a milky liquid. But I won't be drinking them this way. I love to drink it the proper way, which is in the Makgeolli bowl versus the milky one. And with that, taste test one. Drinking just that top layer gives a very sweet taste. It's very overpoweringly sweet. You can't taste much other flavors. You can feel a bit of the effervescence. It's escaped quite a bit by now, but you can feel a little bit of it. So it's actually prickly on the tongue. It's a very happy sensation to drink this. It's a very light, there's a hint of the alcohol, very sweet, delicious alcohol. But it's not an overpowering, overwhelming kind of taste. It's just very light and floaty alcohol and very enjoyable. And if you notice, I finished everything in the bowl because the best way to drink Makgeolli, or rather the correct way to drink Makgeolli, is one shot, meaning you down whatever you pour out. So don't go wild and pour too much. And the second taste test of this Kook Makgeolli. Taste test 2. It now comes across as more medium-bodied It feels like it's even leaving some residue at the top of my throat now. The sweetness is reduced after you mix it, shake it this much. The sweetness is definitely reduced. The alcohol taste, however, gets a little bit more pronounced, but it's not a pungent alcohol smell. You know, you get that from some strong beers. It's very pungent alcohol. No, it's a very, again, I can describe it as a fruity, sweet alcohol smell, and it's very pleasant in my mouth right now. However, the taste does disappear very quickly. I suppose that's because it's only 4.5% alcohol content. A lot of other Makgeollis range between 6 to 10% alcohol content. So this is actually lower than the average range that they do give. So that probably contributed to the taste disappearing. But nonetheless, when having it in your mouth and while swallowing it, it's a very gentle, sweet and refreshing flavor. I genuinely prefer Makgeolli over soju, and this, at a very affordable 9 Singapore dollars per bottle, is definitely value for money. Hey, thanks for watching up to this point. I just want to state that all these reviews are based on my personal taste, preferences and opinions. They're not to be used as an industry standard. I do, however, want to find out what you think of Makgeolli in general. Have you tried this Kook Sundang Makgeolli? Drop me some comments, let's compare some notes. If you're still here, do help me click on the like button, the subscribe button and the notification bell, because I try to upload 2 new videos every week. Plus, if you know of anyone interested in watching such reviews, do help me send them the link to the video as well. Most importantly, my friend, and I need to refill my Makgeolli for this beautiful color. Happy drinking!